Hi, this is Sally Glover and welcome back to our series of frequently asked questions in conjunction with solar events. So you were probably aware that recently we hosted a webinar for practitioners just like yourself to begin to explore what's going on out there in the world of marketing and reaching people through your best efforts on the internet. And as promised, I said I'd come back and answer some of the questions that came up as a result of that webinar. So I'm going to do this in a series of very short chunks to make it nice and easy to digest. So the number one burning issue that came up from many of you was along these lines. I'm going to actually encapsulate these and give you the essence because we had so many people come up with variants of the same problem. And in essence, it was, I've got a Facebook account, I have a LinkedIn account, I have a Twitter account, I've been trying to do email marketing, I've got these platforms and they're not working. So here's the deal, guys. The problem is not the platform. The problem is what's going out, what you're communicating on those platforms. So there are, what I've seen, what I've witnessed across particularly the make a difference kind of practitioner, there are three really common mistakes that we make in that. So I'm going to cover those off in three short chunks. So if you're ready, chunk number one, the biggest, most common mistake that is made, particularly with us healers and make a difference people, practitioners, therapists, those kinds of people, is that we're too jack of all trades. So we don't have a clear client in mind to whom we are communicating. So we don't have a niche. We're afraid to actually jump into this idea of having a niche because we're worried that if we do that, if we just focus on this type of person, what about all the others? That's generally a concern I hear a lot. But the problem with trying to speak to lots of people or all people, and the dolphins, is that actually we communicate nothing of value to anyone, I'm afraid. And so that's the number one problem that I see, is that we have these accounts set up, but what we're actually posting is not communicating specifically enough to one clear person that you've identified as a person that's your ideal customer. You understand every element of what's going on with them. You can get right under their skin, you know what their daily challenges are, and you are the solution to some of their problems. That's the way to have a really clear communication strategy that we then put out using the platforms available to us. So as I say, it's not the platform that's the problem. The platforms are hugely successful and great mediums to reach more people, in fact, when we get our communication right. So number one thing, you've got to have a niche. You have to have one particular problem that you're the solution to, and you have to be speaking to one person. Okay, so if you want to find out more about having a niche, please join us. You will know that we've got the Perfect Practice Day coming up very soon. So just click below and get yourself registered and start to unpack this interesting area that you've probably heard a lot about. It's crucial. It's the biggest mistake that you're making. Get that niche. So I look forward to seeing you there, and I'll be coming back really soon with the second biggest mistake that you're making online. Thank you.